And Carlson will center Lucas Raymond and Marcus Johansson. And away we go. And the Swedes, the home team in this game, have chosen to wear their blues, which is unusual. They did it once before in this tournament. As McKinnon sweeps it down. Picked up by Travis Sanheim. Plays that back around. Each team has allowed just 3 goals against. The jam play at the side of the goal. Sanheim scores! Travis Sanheim pokes it home in the opening seconds of the first period to give Canada the lead. And Sanheim has his first goal of this World Championship. Wow.
A rare dump in and retrieval. Sanheim was activating right away to get the dump in. A couple lucky breaks. The puck skips past the defender and Sanheim stays with the play and gets a couple cracks at it. Little drag and pull up front. First one doesn't get through and then just dips over top of the pad of Markstrom. The second little push. And a dream start for Canada.
Well, this large Swedish crowd, all clad in gold, are fighting for the moment. As Backlund turned away, Michael Backlund back with it. The Swedes might switch to gold in the first intermission if they could. Philip Forsberg back with it, moves that back across. Rasmus Andersson a shot, and Binnington makes the save. And here is Noah Dobson back with it. Dobson, the PEI native. 8 provinces represented here for Canada. As Marcus Pettersson shoots, kicked out by Binnington. Loose puck at the side of the goal. Adam Larsson back around for Emil Heineman. Here's Froden back with it. He's tied up. Henderson, Heineman a shot. Binnington makes the stop and hangs on. He's a projected top 5 pick in the draft. But this is a big stage. Sharp angle shot stopped by Binnington from Rasmus Andersson. He's been with the team since training camp.
Looks like, I think Ryan O'Reilly will be being...
There's a face-off back to Wigger with his shot, and Markstrom steers that away. Canada 7 for 19 in the tournament. Had only 1 power play against the Finns last night. Here's Konechny back around to McKinnon. Feeds that back to Brennan Montour with a shot that's blocked. Montour back with it. Taken away now, a short-handed chance. In comes Elias Lindholm, scores! Short-handed goal for Elias Lindholm, and the game is tied at 1.
Throwing the penalty kill, and he shoes up with Brandon Montour, a slapper his ankle. He's off to the races. Backlund, little pick on the way back, but backhand, forehand, 5-hole. Beautiful, full of confidence and full flight. Now tied for the tournament leading goals with 7. Lindholm, short-handed, turns the table on the red-hot.
Game's completed his 6th NHL season, his 3rd with Washington. Leo Carlson drops it off to Philip Forsberg, a shot. And Binnington got just a piece of that. Andersson back to Forsberg. Forsberg lays it back in front. Andersson moves back around. Great stop by Binnington. Poked down to Canada, busts out 2-on-1. Gustafsson had it taken away by McKinnon. In comes McKinnon. Slides that back to Spurgeon. Spurgeon shoots. Saved by Markstrom. Canada short-handed now. And it's picked up by Spurgeon. Back around to Crosby. Out to center ice, picked up by Forster. Busting in, Tyson Forster scores! What a move by Tyson Forster to give Canada the lead back.
Watch that blue line carefully. He timed this maybe perfectly to slide in. What a goal by Forster. Just waiting out the neutral zone. And there you see, great look at it. Pivot. I think that right foot's going to be okay. And then gets all the way across. The strength and acceleration. Perfectly placed pass. And the strong left leg. Jacob Markstrom wants to be more active with his stick there. Let that puck go right through the blue paint.
The Swedes are talking it over their bench to challenge for offside. Doesn't appear though they will. Lindström. Back to Marcus Pettersson. He got spun around by McKinnon. And McKinnon feeds it down to Konechny. Works it back in front. Score! Ryan O'Reilly on the feed from Konechny. And Canada's taking a 3-1 lead.
Markstrom's going after the official behind the net, complaining about when Pettersson was knocked down on the forecheck.
And I think they were worried about a hook as well, potentially.
And here's Pettersson's going to wheel. McKinnon's going to chase him. There's what they're complaining about. I mean, you're allowed to hit people. rather than not looking for penalties all the time to bail you out is not the answer. And Ryan O'Reilly scored a shorty last game, gets bumped up to the first line in the absence of Bo Horvat, and what a dish from Travis Konecny to Ryan O'Reilly. Very similar to the shorthanded goal he scored. Pass, shoot, release, and
swings for Bo Horvat for Canada, and also Barrett Hayton out for the Canadians. His term day-to-day, Horvat is done for the tournament. Forsberg back to Raymond. William Karlsson moves it back across to Raymond. Side of the goal, Forsberg plays it back across, they score! Johansson on the 5-on trade, and Sweden's back within one.
Spurgeon gets tangled up with Lindholm in front, as he has to protect the pass. And when it goes through that pile, then Johansson's standing in the back door by himself. And sort of a fortunate pass to Forsberg. I'm not sure if he was looking at Johansson or to Lindholm, but there's only so many guys you can cover. The Spurgeon comes down and engages, goes through his feet. Johansson up and over Binnington.
Matheson skated by it, Backlund back on it, tried to center it, that was blocked by Johnson. Picked up by Johansson. And Kent Johnson, rink wide pass to Schenn, moving in, shoots, and Markstrom makes a glove save and hangs on.
First period where he gave up 3 on 10. Hasn't had too much work, but that's a good save on Braden Schenn.
Brought back down by Leo Carlson, that's picked off. Crosby looks ahead, he's got Celebrini. In comes Backlund, Celebrini! Backhand shot, scores! Backlund Celebrini with a spectacular goal on the feed from Crosby, and Canada's back up by 2. What a goal.
Reads the turnover, leaks out, good clean pivot, keeps his speed, and just waits out Jacob Markstrom to tuck it in between the post and the pad. He was all committed, no leverage to go upstairs, he had to sweep it. And the speed he carries, and then to hit that tiniest of hole. Look at that! Celebrini.
First preliminary round meeting between Canada and Sweden since 2015. Back to O'Reilly, sends it back in front. Markstrom the save on the Montour tip. What a stop by Markstrom. Leo Carlson moves away from Sanheim, banks that back to Johansson. For Anderson. Back to Johansson. Works it back across, Backlund shoots, what a stop by Binnington, quickly grabs the rebound, Backlund a late whack there, Sanheim comes over.
Here's the seam pass, Backlund gets a good look, good save by Binnington.
In comes Raymond. Lucas Raymond drops it in the high slot to Edmondson, picked off by Crosby. He looks ahead to McKinnon, in on Sandin. In comes Nathan McKinnon, moves it and shoots, Markstrom the save. McKinnon back on it, looking for Dobson who had jumped up, he couldn't quite reach it. Six power plays for the Swedes, 4 for Canada in the game so far. And in the meantime, 4 gold medals in the last 10 years in this tournament. Nathan McKinnon banks that back to Riker Evans. Long wrist shot, dribbles back in front, Konecny from one knee, they score! What a feed by Konecny to McKinnon to the back of the net.
What a dish.
Canada's up 5-2, but Konecny's got 3 assists in the game.
Gets it back in deep, and then McKinnon out to the point, down to the front of the net. Travis Konecny, look at him. As he's on his way down, backhand, finding Nathan McKinnon for an empty netter. That is just...
points now in 6 games for Konecny. That took a funny bounce in behind Binnington. Poked through by Matheson, now a chance back. But oh, what a stop by Binnington! Rebound! Hit the goalpost! And what exactly happened on this play?
Empty net here. Oh, the stick alone is enough.
It's Matheson.
It's Matheson's stick. It's the shaft of Matheson's stick. You could... I think Binnington gets a piece as well as Matheson.
Nikolai Ehlers off the plane has scored for Denmark. Sandin moves in front, backhand shot stopped by Binnington, leaning back, he's got it. Banked back by McKinnon for Spurgeon. Now McKinnon centers it. Konechny a shot. Pad saved by Markstrom. Picked back up by Sandin and launched in, but Sanheim open, scoring 18 seconds in. Knocked that down. Quick chance in front. Binnington. Great stop there as he turns away Lindholm.
And you almost wondered he could have pulled this to the backhand. Spurgeon was over there, but
Brodin back around for Anderson. 6-on-5 Sweden. Johansson being watched there by Sanheim. Johansson towards the goal. Bouncing puck. Backhand shot up the goalpost. Goes Anderson. Rebound. Score.
Canada gets a little spread out here. Nathan McKinnon's got to collapse. Anderson's his guy. And it's off the post, then off the chest of Sanheim. And into the net. Good look by Johansson. Just filter it down there with bodies. Good battle in front between Spurgeon and Backlund. Post, chest, and it's 5-3.
Move back down to the Canadian zone. Picked up by Forsberg. Looks back in front of William Karlsson. A backhand shot. Binnington to stop on that. Backlund back with it. Backlund down to Leo Carlson. Feeds that back to Gustafsson, across to Anderson. Anderson to Gustafsson. As the Rumen shoots, bounces back down to Binnington, still loose. Wenberg couldn't get a shot away. Now poked ahead, Forster with it. A bouncing puck at the side of the goal. Poke ahead by Konechny. Picked off by Forsberg. A backhand shot stopped by Binnington. He'll hang on to that with 10.9 seconds left in the period.
6-on-5 here. Sneaks through Sanheim's feet. Forsberg, who's being all over it, puts it right.
Sanheim along the boards, and Canada wins it by a final score as it's hammered wide by Raymond. Up 5-3. Crosby chops it back down the ice, and Canada rebounds from the loss to Finland.